guys, thanks as always for watching. Welcome back to the channel. I thought today another quick video, some hints and tips. This video is actually going to be about the value of decision making over indecision, and how terminal indecision can be for your business or for you as a manager or as a leader. So I'll try and make it tangible for you along the way. So I'll try and give you three really useful pointers in terms of decision over indecision, and back that up with demonstration of the difference and try and help you understand what I mean by decision over indecision. Number one, even a bad decision is better than no decision.
Nothing is ever going to feel like a magic answer. Nothing. And we reinforce it in pop culture, the sense that hiding within me is some great passion. And I need to do an archaeological dig. I need to uncover that. And then everything is going to be great in my life. And the fucking reality is that nothing is ever going to feel right. It's never going to feel like the right movie or whatever. I know that feeling so fucking well. And you simply decide, and in allowing yourself to decide with no sense of like, this is going to somehow dictate the rest of my life. It's a fucking decision. And the most important thing is to not hesitate. Being afraid to make a decision, that is wildly problematic. And that
a bad decision is still a decision, even if you've picked the wrong direction, even if you've made the wrong choice, and we can all give examples of bad decisions that we've made. It's still better than not making a decision. If you don't make the decision, the company doesn't move forwards, because even a step in the wrong direction is a step somewhere, and you can then pivot and correct once you've recognised what you've done is wrong. Getting it wrong is also the opportunity to win trust and show humility as a leader. So when you make a bad call, if you've been honest about making that bad call, as long as you deal with it transparently and openly and actually ask those around you for help and you admit your mistake, what you find is you buy the loyalty of those around you. And actually they can work really, really hard to make your bad decision a good decision. And a big part of that is because they respect the fact that you made a decision. It's so easy as a manager to sit on the fence. It's so easy as an entrepreneur or as a business owner to not make a decision, because it's safe, isn't it? Not making a decision is super safe because I can't offend anyone if I don't make a decision. But actually, over time, your indecision leads to resentment, or it leads to your business going stale. Part number two is indecision is terminal. Any business, particularly small, but even in big ones, it comes much quicker in smaller businesses. If you don't make a decision, you become a bottleneck. You become a single point of failure. If everybody else is making decisions, but you are, which is a lot of what this blog is about, if you're aspiring to be a leader or an entrepreneur, whatever it might be, you are going to sit in some form of executive hierarchy, whether that's at the top of the tree or somewhere below that. If decisions come to you and then go nowhere, nobody else can move forward. And as a manager or as a business owner, it's the quickest way to lose your staff. It's the quickest way to lose your customers. And it's the quickest way to lose clients if they're not direct customers, because they don't respect you. If you aren't capable of occupying your position or owning your company in a way that you're happy to make the decisions and owning those decisions and the consequences of those decisions, how can anybody respect you as a leader and move forward? Because all that happens is progress hits the bottleneck, which is you as the non-decision maker. I come back to what I said right at the beginning of this clip. It becomes terminal then, because if everyone else in the company is moving at a certain speed and every time it reaches you, it goes nowhere, you are killing the progression of that company. If it's yours, there's nothing worse than that, because if it is your own company, you're actually killing your own progress. And I come back to point number one, which is even a bad decision is better than no decision. What's the danger to making that decision? Whether it's good or bad, it's a step forward. It may mean that you have to step backwards to go again, but doing nothing is what kills all businesses. Number three, indecision is terminal because it leads to more indecision, breeds a culture of more indecision. Because once you don't make a decision as a manager, why should those below you, your peers, whatever they might be, why should they make a decision? If you get to turn up every day and be paid without having to do what goes hand in hand with leadership, which is make decisions, why should they? Why should they put their head above the parapet and be shot at when you're getting away with it? And what you find very quickly, particularly the higher up you go in the companies and in the big companies, the moment you have indecisive leadership, it's like the plague. It spreads quickly.
So what makes you a leader is you can make the tough decisions. And what makes you a leader is you make the decision. What makes you a great leader is, I may be wrong, but if I have to wait till everything's resolved, nothing's going to get resolved. If I make a decision and it's wrong, I'll find out quicker than if I sit on the fence while my life goes by.
It leads to non-committal management teams that are frightened to make brave decisions. And that leads to blame culture, fear, resentment, everybody trying to protect themselves. And I know this sounds like it's escalated very quickly, but I've been in successful companies, I've been in companies that are not successful when I was doing the troubleshooting and you have to go in and fix it. The quickest way to fix things is to make decisions. That was the thing I learned very early on in the first gig that I got when I had to fix it. What had led those businesses to the edge of the cliff was a criminal level of indecision. And then the decisions that had been made were bad, but because there was fear in the business, fear to make decisions, nobody would recognise the bad decision, bring everybody together, and then drive them in the right direction. The moment the bad decision was made, everybody then reverted back to, well, don't make a decision because it's too scary. I don't want to be accountable for that. And that's no way forward in business. It's not really a way forward in life either, but I'm not here to preach to you about a better life. So yeah, they're my three reasons why indecision is terminal in any business. Live with the consequences of the decisions you make, because actually in not making the decision, at some point you'll have to live with the consequence of having not decided, because it will be taken out of your own hands. Be that of your employer, they'll take the choice away, you'll be unemployed. Or if it's your own company, you could stand to lose everything, because your indecision may be the reason why your company went under, or you lost all your staff, or you lost all of your customers. So it's rarely talked about, but it's very much understood, and hopefully I've delivered this in a way that makes sense to you guys. You have to be able to make decisions. Good or bad, a decision is better than no decision. So as always, take care, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.